our next generation of graduates walking out of universities are ready to face the challenges of the business world, or whether we're talking about the existing workforce and working on upskilling and multi-skilling them such that they continue to be valuable assets, became part of the business university collaboration. In addition to this, the actual business model and how business is conducted and how the economy is progressing became part of the scope of the business university collaboration. Things like, how can we create new value chains between knowledge creation in academia, between students, between large corporates, and between small and medium-sized companies? How can we create an ecosystem that have got those actors together to create new value chains to drive the economy and improve people's lives? It became also part of the scope of the business university collaboration. So that's how it started and how it is morphing now. It's now moving away from just R&D into, there is the R&D knowledge creation, there is the skills development for graduates and for existing workforce, and there is the ecosystem that drives the creation of new value chains and drives innovation. My personal kind of experience started with the traditional R&D, where you've got business, and this business have got a technical problem, and they would like the assistance of an academic to help with this, and then developed into the wider scope. So if I reflect back, for example, on the past decade in my career, where I am now, I am a Pro-Vice Chancellor for STEM in Canterbury Christchurch University. Among the projects that the university has and I am involved with is a creation of a platform that would help drive business university collaboration between larger companies, smaller companies, and the university. So we've launched here a project called the Edge Hub, focusing on the Kent region where I am now. And the whole purpose of this is to bring industry into the everyday life of the university, where industries inform how we develop the curriculum and how we deliver the curriculum in the university, with some focus on engineering and STEM. And in doing so, we're setting up an ecosystem where we have the Edge Hub, working in collaboration with industries, working in collaboration with other innovation centers. We have a strong working collaboration in Kent. We have Discovery Park, which is one of the Europe's largest centers for life sciences, and we've invested about 65 million pounds in setting up a new world-class learning and research environment and skills development environment focusing on STEM. And in our definition of STEM, medical is part of it. So that's one of the things that we're doing here in Canterbury Christchurch. Prior to joining Canterbury Christchurch, I've worked in Suffolk, and I had the big privilege of being part of setting up a new university from the drawing board. And part of the day-to-day job that I had was to build the business industry collaborations with the regional businesses. So in doing so, we've launched in collaboration with large businesses such as British Telecom, who were our primary partner, but other businesses as well. And what we've done is we've created an environment where businesses and university students co-locate together and created a platform where our students are engaged throughout their study with problems that come from industry. We've been quite fortunate that we had the opportunity to work with British Telecoms and have the opportunity to create a co-location at Adastral Park. Adastral Park is Europe's largest technical or technology park for digital telecoms and IT systems. It started predominantly as the headquarters of British Telecom, and then British Telecom BT have turned it into an open ecosystem for innovation, where there are more than 140 businesses there, ranging from the large businesses such as Cisco, Microsoft, Tech Mahindra, and the big players there, to small and medium-sized companies, to startups. So we work together to create this co-location platform where the day-to-day life of our students are influenced and shaped by industry needs and industry experts. And then we are working together to create a platform for entrepreneurship development where we instill entrepreneurship intentions in our students, and when they graduate, working collaboratively and with support from the local government. And in the UK, we have entities called local enterprise partnerships, which are tasked with driving the local growth. With support from these, we work on platforms to help our graduates start their own businesses and start to develop new intellectual properties that can be part of an open innovation platform offered by the larger businesses. So that particular project is quite close to my heart. It's called the Digitech Center. And in the context of this, Ramesh, you are in India, and Tech Mahindra is quite a global player. So we had the opportunity to work with Tech Mahindra. Tech Mahindra have a global innovative program to drive innovation and business university collaboration called the Makers Lab. So part of our Digitech Center is collaboration with Tech Mahindra on this maker space, integrating this offer with our offer to students. The focus of Tech Mahindra's Makers Lab is in creating factories for software development of the future and integrating technologies such as artificial intelligence and robotics within the curriculum. Prior to this, I had the opportunity to work in the UK as well in the Midlands, where I've worked in Staffordshire University, where we worked with the local government and the funding bodies to help companies migrate from analog technologies into digital technologies. So that's a kind of snapshot of the past decade or so.
Great. Thank you very much for the elaborate snapshot. Tell me, when you talk about the industry, university collaboration, ultimately, who is the real winner? The university, the students of the university, are they the winners, or the industry which is seeking which is getting, fresh minds into their setup, are they the beneficiaries? Who are the real, genuine beneficiaries in this collaborative, move?
Okay, so if I take a step back and look at the new model of business university collaboration that is now taking shape and expanding, the bigger winners are the society and the economy. Those are the bigger winners because the model has moved away from the one-to-one linear relationship where the business ultimately gets to report an increase in their annual profit, and the university gets to report an increase in their graduate employability and in their research outputs, into a much bigger sort of network and a much bigger ecosystem where causes and effects are much larger than the one-to-one direct benefit. So the bigger winners are actually the society and the economy. Higher quality of life for people, better health care, and ultimately a better position to go into the future with a more sustainable position than we were before. So those are, in my personal view, are the real big winners. In doing so, both universities and businesses win. Would it be appropriate if I give you a dichotomy of how I classify businesses in this context?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So one can classify businesses as large businesses, large corporates like the large pharmas, the large tech companies, and then we have the small and medium-sized companies that are running for a while, and then we have the tech startups and the ones that have got innovative ideas and want to develop these ideas. Now, the three categories have different challenges that require support and can benefit from the business university collaboration platform.
Until the industry university collaboration started happening, it's not very old. Okay, it must happen in the last 30-40 years. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, so my personal view is that this collaboration has been around for a long time. The focus on it and the focus on shifting business university collaborations from being an exclusive elite club between a handful of companies and a handful of universities, as you've rightly identified, is very recent. And making it an inclusive club or an inclusive opportunity where it becomes part of the daily business as usual of the different categories of business. That is the new one that has been
together we can do so much
and receiving increasing
and links between
interest and support
introduce
over the
businesses
past
to new
3 decades.
opportunities.